just like any type of dynamic between individuals. But the thing about it that I like is, how many times have we said in the off season,
woo! Accept that call. Accept it.
Well, if this isn't a surprise, on the phone we have Michael Granata, former college Division I coach, coached at Georgetown and Columbia. Was outside linebackers DN coach and assistant defensive coordinator. He'll be on the phone with us. Mike, how you doing?
So, am I really on hashtag sports?
What's up?
Is that Ski?
Yeah, what's going on, Mike? How you doing?
He called you Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek.
Video. Yeah.
I did. After watching your last week's episode about the Jacksonville game being like a 10-7 game, I was like, oh my God, this guy's on point. Tell you what, if you didn't always have such a dumb look on your face, you would look really intelligent.
Thank you.
I got a great question, because I think this is gonna be good. Mike, as somebody who is, because a lot of times, Ski and I, we might be like frogs that have been in the water too long, they're getting heated up. As an outside observer and a football man that's outside of Buffalo, what is your take when you watch games, when you see Buffalo and you see Tyrod Taylor? What is your honest take of Tyrod Taylor?
I want to find something sharp and stab it into my brain. Repeatedly. I don't know if that's honest enough. Let me see if I have weapons. I would just probably rather just shoot myself. No, it's Tyrod Taylor has to find the right offense for that type of game to work. He doesn't have a cannon for an arm. I don't know, honestly, to be honest with you, I don't know how intelligent he is as far as his football IQ goes, because he makes some really dumb plays sometimes. He can run though, and he can run, which is good. But as we saw in Monday's national championship game, it's not just enough to be able to run, because Jalen Hurts can run. You also have to throw. You also have to make plays. I think he's a serviceable quarterback. I think he probably fits best as a backup in a backup role. Mm-hmm. But I think Buffalo should move on from him. He's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's for sure. So Ryan Fitzpatrick had the intelligence, but he had none of the physical tools you need to be an NFL quarterback. Look, usually, I speak very highly of Alabama running backs, and for the life of me, I can't understand how Trent Richardson didn't work out. I think the biggest concern for him in the NFL was he didn't understand protection.
No.
So what that says to me is Trent Richardson can't count one person over from the mat. And I don't understand that. Dude, the quarterback gives you a number. 50 is the max. 54 is the max. Look to your left and block that guy. I don't understand how that's hard.
Oh my God, that is so. Speaking of Bama running backs, what's with your boy Derrick Henry?
Being awesome. I told you he's awesome.
Oh my God, they clocked him at over 20 miles an hour the other night. He's running at like 245. How do you stop somebody that's 245 and running at 22 miles an hour? How do you stop him?
Well,
without a weapon.
Without a weapon.
Yeah. You got to give me parameters here, Steve. Because what I would do is I would just kneecap the piss out of him. But if we're talking without a weapon, I think I would still kneecap him. Honestly, I played a little football in my day, and I definitely have to go low. We had a saying: take his pins out. It's a lot harder to take someone's pins out when they're 245 running at 20. But if you can lift his legs up, he ain't running at 20 anymore. So that's kind of. But he gets low too. I mean, for a big guy, he gets low. He gets low. He's pad level. That's another buzzword in football. Pad level. Kid's got good pad level. The average observer doesn't know what the hell that means. That just means he gets his pads low, so you can't get underneath him and take him down. I mean, from the plays I see that are called week in and week out on Sundays with him, they're pretty straightforward plays. You know, I don't expect him to be, you know, this great innovator, just because, you know, there's not that many innovators, believe it or not, in the NFL.
How likely is it that a spread versus pro style system is going to be a determining factor if you're the Bills? So if I'm looking at Mason Rudolph, just as an example, plays at Oklahoma in a historically spread system, so he's, you know, got limited pre-snap responsibilities.
Okay, here's the big thing you got to remember. When you have quarterbacks that play in spread systems in college, it doesn't mean that they can't throw the ball or they can't make this throw, they can't make that throw. The big predication is, can they make pro reads? So it's not the fact that they play it's a spread system. It's the fact that the spread system usually has 1, maybe 2 reads. It doesn't have 4, 5, 6 check downs. Or, you know, you look to one side, and this guy is open, you throw to him. If he's not, you hit the check down. That's kind of what the spread system is predicated on, getting the ball out quick. That's what it's predicated on. NFL system, not all NFL systems are like that. There are definitely numerous amounts of reads. So you could have for example, in the system in New England, Brady has about 5 looks. All right. Now they're all within 7 yards of each other, but there's still 5 looks. Okay. So that's the kind of thing. So when you're looking at a college quarterback and you're looking at, hey, this guy played in the spread system, the big concern is, can he make NFL reads? That's the biggest concern, because honestly, nobody plays under center anymore. How many NFL quarterbacks go under center? Unless it's victory formation.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, really, everybody's in the damn shotgun now with one back to their left or an empty set. So you got that type. Mason Rudolph would be perfect for that. Why? Because he takes 95% of his snaps in shotgun. Now, I don't, you know, people have talked about, this is a little off the subject, but people have talked about, I'm going to bring up a guy, Baker Mayfield, a lot.
Oh, I love Baker.
Love him. I think Baker Mayfield's going to be a plus. A guy like Bill Polian says, for Baker Mayfield to be effective in the NFL, he has to be like a Drew Brees. I don't think he's smart enough like Drew Brees. I really don't. From the kid's attitude, from his demeanor. I've never met the kid. I just know what I see on TV, and I know what's written about him. He comes off as a punk. Okay? Most of the time, if you come off as a punk, you're a punk. And that's how you act, and that's your demeanor. So I don't know. I don't know how. We'll see how dedicated he is to his craft.
You're seething
but,
right now.
I don't know. But to go back to your first question, Mason Rudolph, I don't know. That's why I don't like drafting spread quarterbacks. Mario will tell you this. Actually, I have 2 predications for quarterbacks that I like to draft. Number 1, I like to see quarterbacks with more than 20 starts. Okay?
Yep.
Now, Russell Wilson checked that box, because Russell Wilson started every game at NC State, I think, and he started every game at Wisconsin.
Yep.
You're talking about a 40 to 50 start career, or something like that. It was crazy. That's number 1. Number 2, I'd like to see quarterbacks that play in pro systems. Now, that doesn't always have to happen. You don't always have to play in a pro system draft, because guys like who's a perfect example of this?
Dalton?
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton played in the spread system at TCU, but he played a lot. He had 30-plus college starts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So one will balance out the other, is what you're saying. One will balance
What's
out.
that?
One will balance out.
Well, that will filter itself out in the interview. That'll filter itself out with the Wonderlic test. You'll see how high the kid's IQ is.
So,
as far as, you know.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You have the pick of 2 quarterbacks. One played in a pro-style offense, had 25 college starts. One played in the spread, had 35 college starts. Which one are you taking? No, just off the surface. Like, the interview, obviously, football IQ, all that stuff. Surface, who are you taking?
Was the guy with the 25 starts in the pro offense successful? You talking about both successful quarterbacks?
I mean, they weren't bowl championship guys, but they led their teams to a winning record. Both had winning records.
I'll take the pro guy.
Okay.
Now that's predicated on him making every throw. You know, like there's other things
Sure.
that fit into it. That's
Oh,
not
sure.
the end all. That's just something
Sure.
I look at to begin with. But yeah, if you guys got 25 starts in a pro style offense, I'm more likely to take him because he's going to understand. We got this read, this read, this read, this read.
So-
We're not breaking. See what they do in college a lot now is they break the game down into half. So you don't give the quarterback so much to look at. You look at here's your read. You're going to look at this free safety and you're going to read to the left side of the field. And here's your two reads. If they aren't open, you throw the ball away or you tuck it and run. In the NFL, it's the whole field. Okay, they don't do that. They don't break the game down into just with this half of the field.
Well, some coaches
Okay?
do, depending on the limitations of your quarterback.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you do that in the NFL. And the reason you're not going to do that is because the NFL is too fast. Take that in. The NFL is too fast. That's the reason why you don't see option quarterbacks in the NFL. I was just outside. I just got home from a game, and the temperature just dropped 20 degrees.
Wuss.
Yeah, a little bit. How's the winter storm warning there in Buffalo?
It's we're driving through it right now. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's cake.
Excellent.
Ain't no thing, Mike.
Enjoy your four-wheel drive. Well, guys, like I said, I just got home from a hockey game. I was driving myself, and I got to get the guys ready for their next game because we got to go back to the rink.
All right, man. Good talking to you, Mike.
Coach's job is never done.
True
Hey,
story.
I enjoyed the talk, guys, and keep me posted. I'll answer the phone anytime you call if I'm not on the ice.